Hello, 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 amazing parents, caretakers, etc., etc. Welcome to Friday Night Live. So, we are talking still about blended family success. And as you're hopping on, say hello, let me know who you are, and I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name is Celia, and I'm a family empowerment coach. It said so right here. And I am also part of a blended family. I have 5 children, 2 I gave birth to and 3 I gave through marriage. And I've been running a successful blended family for over 24 years. Now, all my kids started out little when I started, but now they're all grown up and they're in their 30s. And we have really had some wonderful, wonderful success with our kids. And I don't even know if this is broadcasting, so I'm going to make sure it is because I don't see what's going on. So where's my face? Okay, hi, I know you guys see my face. So if you're on with me live, either on Periscope or on YouTube or on Facebook, would you please comment in the comments so I can see? And I'm going to try very hard to see if I'm on live with you guys. So let me see if I can see because I honestly don't know. Oh, I am. Okay, good. Good. Just want to make sure. All right. So anyway, guys, sorry for that little interruption. The dashboard I use is not working, so I couldn't tell if this was live or not. All right. So what I have for you today is we're going to talk about if you are bad-mouthing your ex, you may be bad-mouthing the person you're married to. Whatever is not working for you. Let me tell you why, because I'm going to give you 10 reasons what bad-mouthing your ex is doing to your children. First, you want to ask yourself, why are you bad-mouthing them? Why? What is it that you need to share all this stuff with everyone, especially your kids? It's not their business. If your ego's hurt, if they're a horrible person or you're a horrible person, or you're just plain mad, maybe they found someone else, whatever the reason is, this is none of your children's business. You do not slam your mate or your partner or your ex in front of your kids. That is their other parent. And if you are trying to get them to take sides, it will backfire on you, guaranteed. As they grow up, they will realize that you were the one that was trashing their other parent all the time. So if you're thinking, oh, well, this will get them to take sides with me, it's not going to. I'll tell you right now, all it's going to do is cause them stress and anxiety, and it's not going to make you feel any better that you're trashing them. If you want to talk about your situation, your ex, what's going on, talk privately with someone. Do not ever, 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 ever do it in front of your kids. Okay, I'm not sure the chat's working. I have to go back and see because it bothers me when I can't see comments and stuff like that. Okay, I think though everything is working. I think. Anyway, okay, so let me get back to the conversation because I just want to make sure there's no comments I'm not seeing. All right. Anyway, regardless. Okay, so like I said, I have 10 reasons, or I should say 10 things that this is doing to your children. And you're not going to like it, so I want you to stop. Whatever you say about your ex, could be your spouse, could be your partner, whatever you're talking about, the other parent to your children, it needs not to be negative against them. Needs to be positive talk. If you guys are separated or divorced, well, there's probably a reason for that. But you don't have to trash them in front of your kids. You need to form as best a united front as possible. And if they're not doing it, if they're trashing, don't stoop to their level. Get your ego out of the picture. Like I say, if you want to talk about it with someone, talk about it with someone, but not to your kids and not in front of your kids. And if someone in your family is trashing you to them, you need to step up and call your ex and say, look, happened to me, my mother-in-law, I would take my kids over to see their grandmother, and she would trash me to them. And I would say, I called my ex, I said, look, I don't have to take them over there. We don't talk bad about each other. I certainly don't expect someone else in your family to do it. Okay, so this is what it's doing to your kids. This is how destructive it is to your children. Number one, you are forcing your kids to choose sides. And as it goes along, if you're the one trashing, the side they're going to choose is not you. So you don't want them to feel like they have to choose. That is not necessary. It's bad enough that their family's not together. They should not feel like they need to choose sides. Number two, it destroys the trust. It destroys the trust between you and your child, between your child and their other parent. It just overall takes all the trust that you have built up over the years away. And they feel like they can't trust anybody. Do you really want them to feel that way in your family? Probably not. Okay, number three, it causes your child to have lots of anger and depression. Like you are playing serious mind games with your kid. Not with your ex. You're playing them with your kid. They're the ones that are going to have horrible sense of self, horrible self-worth, horrible self-confidence, depression, because you're playing mind games with them. So stop it, please. Okay, well, I already said they have low self-esteem, they have low self-worth, no confidence, no nothing. They lose all sense of self. They lose all the valuable things that you should be implanting in them because you decided to trash the other parent that they love. Whether you love them or not, they love their other parent. Okay. It teaches them and it gives them permission to be disrespectful to other people, be it their siblings, be it someone at school. They may start bullying people because that's what they're learning from you. They're basically learning how to be a bully. So I know if your child was being bullied, you stick up for them. But what you're actually doing is causing them to turn around and be a bully. Okay. It causes them loneliness. They feel like they belong nowhere. They don't belong in your home. You're trashing people. They don't belong in their dad's home or their mom's home because you're talking so badly about them. They must be horrible. They have no sense of belonging, guys. And, hi, Karen. And when they feel like they don't belong, especially as teenagers, when a teenager feels like he or she does not belong at home, he or she will find a place to belong. And you're not going to like it. It may be a gang. It may be, with a group of people that use drugs or alcohol. They will belong wherever they find a place to belong because they suddenly don't feel like they belong anywhere in their home. Okay, next, resentment. They're going to resent both of you. They're going to resent one parent over the other parent. They're going to resent the one parent that's trashing. They'll just have so much resentment. How can you be happy with that much resentment? Do you want to raise happy children? Or do you want to raise miserable, aggravated, irritable children? What do you want to do? What do you want ultimately for your kids? My children went through a divorce, and because it was as amicable as possible, they came out of it fairly well. Considering divorce is like the worst thing in the world. I'm telling you, think long and hard before you go through it because it is like the hardest thing you're ever going to go through. But it is also one of the hardest things your children will ever go through. So before you just jump into divorce, think long and hard about it. And choose your children over your ego. Okay. You are giving your kids memories of this. You're giving them memories of the misery, memories of the fighting, memories of the yelling, memories of the trash mouthing. That's their memories. Do you want them to have those memories or happy memories? Even through a divorce, your kids can still have happy memories. I know it's hard. Thank you, Karen. I know it's hard. I know there's a lot of emotion in a divorce. I've been through it. And I've raised stepchildren who have to deal with their own divorce. Nothing about it's easy, but anything worth it requires some hard work. So put in the effort. Okay, and last but not least, remember that this marriage, this relationship that you went into, that you are now breaking apart, this relationship is your problem. It is not your children's problem. It is not their fault. For God's sake, do not blame them. Do not make them feel like it's their fault. It is not their fault. It is your problem with your spouse or your partner. And yes, sometimes people can't get along. Sometimes there does need to be an end of a relationship. But it's your relationship, not theirs. Your children's relationship with the two parents that they have should always be loving and considerate. They should always be good and strong between each parent, unless there is a reason. I mean, there are plenty of horrible people out there, and there's probably many reasons why a parent can't have a relationship with a child. But if there is no reason other than your hurt ego, don't create a reason where a reason isn't really actually happening. Don't create a battle where battles don't happen. You don't need to add this stress and chaos to your children's lives. It's stressful enough. It is beyond stressful for your kids. You need to make sure that your home is as welcoming, as nurturing, as loving as it can possibly be. And the home of your ex, whether they're remarried, whatever, that's not your problem. It may be a difficult home, but you do not have control over what's going on in your home, in their home, excuse me. You have control of what's going on in your home. So your job as a separated, divorced family is to really make sure that the home that you are setting up for your children is the best environment it can be, the most loving environment. You want to plant the seeds so that when they're in the other home, if there is challenges in that home, you are strengthening your children so that they can handle the challenges in the other home. But you are not part of that family anymore. You cannot say, hey, you know what, guys? You're stinking up the place with that home. You can talk to your ex, absolutely. But you're going to have to do it cooperatively, because if you try to parent them, they're going to probably do the opposite because you're the one telling them. So you have to be as cooperative as possible, and you really have to prepare your children so that they are so fully equipped that whatever goes on in the other home, they can still handle it well, and they can come out with some positive things over there as well. And get your ego out of the picture. That's the most advice I can give you. It's hard. It's hard for everyone. Don't put your ego in the middle of it. We all got hurt. We all get hurt. But you need to focus on making life the best it can be for your kids. Okay, so that's what I have to share with you. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for joining me on the replay. Any comments, send them to me. Guys, by the way, I'm having a super special on my VIP group, Very Intentional Parents. It includes group coaching time. We have a great group where we do special lives just in that group. questions and answers. And really, the group coaching is probably the most valuable. Right now, it is $200 a month off. It's normally $297. It's down to $97 a month for a limited time. If you want to be part of that very intentional parent, if you are an intentional parent, you want to have a parenting coach ready and available to help you whenever you need it, go to pumpedupparenting.com and join our community. Okay? And then we'll be happy to have you in there contributing, talking, chatting, being on the open office, asking questions when you need to ask questions. Something comes up, I'm here to help. Okay, guys, so I just want to mention that. And next week, I will be live again Monday night at 9 in our VIP group, Tuesday and Fridays at 9 right here live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And guys, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, friend me up. Join Pumped Up Parenting on Facebook. If you're watching on Periscope or YouTube, my best stuff is on Facebook. So please, by all means, hop on to Facebook and join what's going on there. We still have our 7-day peaceful parenting challenge going on right now. People are having huge success stopping the yelling. And there will be another one announced pretty soon because this one's almost over, so you missed it. But I will do another one. I'm on a mission. My mission is to stop 1 million parents from yelling at their kids. And I'm well on my way. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. It's good to see all of you. I will see you next week and around the web. And in the meantime, I wish you days filled with peace, love, and lots of laughter. It really is the best medicine. Be intentional with your parenting. And even a separation, a divorce, can work out to the benefit of your children. Have a great weekend. I'll see you here next time. Bye, everybody.